G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Friday, the 10th of July. And as we've been talking about all week, this large high pressure system is finally going to move out into the Tasman Sea after a cold and frosty week for many. We're going to see these showers and a couple of rumbles of thunder through southern inland parts of Queensland. Coastal showers will once again continue for parts of Queensland and the New South Wales coast. Another cold, frosty start, but then a sunny day through parts of Tasmania and Victoria. South Australia will start to see an increasing winds and maybe some cloud and showers in the south. And that's all ahead of these multiple frontal systems to sweep across southeastern Australia this weekend, and we'll be watching that one closely. While high pressure brings calmer conditions to southwest WA and much of northern Australia. But let's have a look at all of that in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, those coastal showers will continue for large parts of the coast and especially around the southeastern parts of the coast as well. But they will be hit and miss, and many areas will stay dry most of the time. Showers and an inland thunderstorm also possible through southern and central inland parts of Queensland, so watch out for that, while it will stay drier further west and north. Temperatures in the low to low 20s through much of southern parts of Queensland, mid 20s in central areas, and high 20s to low 30s through northern areas. Southeast Queensland looking at a few showers, mostly coastal and bayside. Brisbane 21 degrees with those few showers, but long fine breaks. Moving down into New South Wales, and these coastal showers will continue for much of the New South Wales coast, particularly north of around Wollongong, and they'll spread inland as well to our ranges during the afternoon and evening. Further inland though will stay dry after a cool start and a cool to mild day for this time of year, although a bit chillier and colder down in southern and southeastern parts of New South Wales. Sydney looking at those few coastal showers and 17 degrees. Canberra looking at a cold frosty start, then a cool and partly cloudy day and 13. Down into Victoria, where we're continuing that run of cold, frosty, foggy mornings and then partly cloudy days, but that cold air will linger as well. But tomorrow will be a little bit different as we'll start to see those winds freshen in western and central parts of the state later on. And that's all thanks to this cold front moving into southwestern parts of the state Friday night into Saturday morning. But still cold one on the way tonight with temperatures into the low single figures with frost and fog widespread once again. Temperatures in the low to mid-teens across the state, maybe getting up into the high teens through parts of the Mallee. After a cold, foggy and frosty start in Melbourne, it will be 16 degrees and partly cloudy with those winds picking up during the Friday afternoon and evening. Tasmania looking at a cool day on the way. Not as cold as the last few mornings thanks to that wind and cloud picking up overnight. Nothing too substantial though. Temperatures in the low teens right across the state and staying fairly dry as well. And we too will be watching that weather system move in over the weekend. Hobart looking at 13 degrees and partly cloudy skies after a cool start. South Australia, similar conditions. Those showers and thunderstorms will be on the way out of the northeastern parts of the state on Friday morning. And we're watching this band of showers maybe move inland to some of our coastal areas and Eyre Peninsula and down through the southeast as we get towards the latter part of Friday afternoon and evening with some patchy light rain and showers developing. Maybe a rumble too if we can get there. But generally temperatures will be in the mid to high teens right across the state. Adelaide looking at a few late showers and 17 degrees. Over in WA, and we'll see a front early on just clip southwestern parts of WA, bringing some showers around the bend there through parts of southwest WA. Otherwise, that quickly clears into the Bight, and we see a fine afternoon and evening through much of the southwest land division. Further inland and east staying dry and cool to mild. Temperatures in the high teens to low 20s for much of the south and southwest of the state, with temperatures in the mid to high 20s into northern areas as well. Perth looking at a few early showers clearing and 19 degrees. As we move into the top end, as you expect this time of year, dry and sunny right across much of northern Australia. A bit cooler in the south and then low 30s up in the north and also in the Kimberley as well. The only wet weather may just be a few coastal showers about the eastern side of Cape York. Otherwise dry and sunny for many. Darwin looking at 33 degrees and partly cloudy. So if you want the latest forecast for your area and got any plans this weekend, make sure to get the latest forecasts and warnings for your area via our website and app. And I'll be back tomorrow with your weekend forecast around the country.